Hi, I'm Jон Yablonski, and I'm the author of Laws UX, Using Psychology to Design Better Products and Services. I'm so incredibly excited to hear about the announcement of the Mongolian edition of my book. And this is exciting to me because the spirit of Laws UX has always been about making complex psychology concepts more accessible to designers, specifically those that don't have a background knowledge in psychology or behavioral science. So this is a further fulfillment of that goal, and it's really exciting to see. Now today I'd like to share some thoughts about the book and why I believe that psychology is important within UX design. As humans, we share an underlying blueprint for how we perceive and process the world around us, and I think that the study of psychology really helps us decipher this blueprint. Designers can use this knowledge to build more intuitive, human-centered products and services that really are crafted for the human being. So instead of forcing users to adapt to a design or of a product or service, we can use these key concepts to really guide us in designing for a way that's adapted to the human being. Now this is the fundamental basis for human-centered design, and it's the foundation for my book. Now, I wrote this book for a few reasons. First is that the intersection of psychology and UX design has become an increasingly relevant topic in an era when design roles have led to an even stronger and impactful contribution within companies and organizations. So alongside this growing focus on design, there's also been an increased debate around if there's any additional skills that designers should learn, if any, to really increase their value and contribution within companies and organizations. Historically speaking, this has revolved around should designers know how to code, or should they be writers, or should they have business degrees? And while all these skills I think could be valuable, I would argue that every designer should learn the fundamentals of psychology. But knowing where to start can be a challenge for many. Which principles from psychology are actually useful? And what are some examples of these at work? So there's an endless list of concepts that occupy this intersection, but there's a few that I found particularly valuable, and this book really expands on those and how they relate to each other. The book really is centered around deconstructing familiar apps and experiences to provide clear examples of how designers can build experiences that adapt to how the human being really kind of perceives and processes digital interfaces. It's an accessible introduction to psychology fundamentals that have a direct influence on the work that we do as designers and how people process and interact with the interfaces that we're creating. It's full of examples intended to be easily read and referenced by designers who wish to incorporate this information within their daily work, within their practice. And it also includes information about the history, the research, and even the founding kind of psychologists behind these concepts. Also, wherever relevant, I tie in applicable UX methodologies so that there's actionable takeaways that really help you kind of operationalize these concepts within your own practice as a designer. So I hope you enjoy the book and you find it useful on your journey within UX design, and thank you so much.